Good morning everyone. Welcome to my online class. Today we will discuss a new chapter, the chapter number 5 from your science, nerves and senses. So all of you open your books and let's learn with me. So first of all, in introduction there are 3 points: nervous system, reflex section, the sense organ. All of you already learned about the sense organ. So I will discuss the nervous system and reflex section briefly. Okay, so let's start. Nervous system. There are 3 main parts in our nervous system. The parts are brain, then spinal cord and nerves. So these 3 parts consist of our nervous system. Okay, then sense organ. All of you learned about it in previous class. Eye, ear, nose, tongue and skin. There are 5 sense organs in our body. Okay, next come to the first line. You have learned in the previous class that a cell is the smallest living part of our body. All of you know a cell is the unit of our body. Then cells working together in groups are called tissues. So number of cells together called tissues, and number of tissues together are called organ, and number of organs are called organ system, and number of organ system makes our body. So for example, organ means hand, nose, etc. are our organ. Then come to the organ system. Organ system means number of organs. That means for our respiratory system we have a respiratory system, nose, then lung, heart, etc. All are consist of a organ system called respiratory system. Okay, then come to the excretory system. Excretory means here nephron, kidney, etc. are related with the excretory system. So these are the organ system. Number of organs consist a organ system. Okay, clear? I am repeating again. Number of cells form or made tissue. Number of tissues made organ. Number of organ system. Then number of organ system make the human body. Then come to the next paragraph. Here at this all this is possible because of the nervous system. So these all are connected by the nerves from our head to the foot. Okay, the organs that are part of this controlling process are the brain, spinal cord and the nerves. So this brain, spinal cord and nerves make the nervous system. Together they make the nervous system. It is a very important system of our body that enables us to sense, think and judge. It coordinates and controls other systems of the body. So nervous system is the main part which controls all of our functions. Okay, then come to the next page. In the page number 43, the nervous system. So I have already told about the nervous system is consist of the brain, spinal cord and the nerves. So the brain, all of you know about our brain. So brain is the major control network for the human body. So this is the main control network. Control network means it controls all our functions. Okay, what we do, what we listen, all are some signals which receives by the brain, receives by the nerves and send it to the brain, and brain controls all the work that we are doing. Then it controls the body's function and nervous system. It sends messages to different parts of the body. Brain is protected by the bone of the skull. So skull means the outer covering. This is so skull means the outer covering of the brain. Okay, then similarly heart is covered by rib cage, so as like a rib cage. So skull is the outer covering of the brain. Then the brain is divided into 3 major parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. Okay, all of you remember these 3 parts. This is very important. So what are the 3 parts? Cerebrum and medulla. Okay, so these 3 parts consist our brain. Then come to the next part. Each of these parts control different activities of the body. So this cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla all have different activities or functions itself. Then the largest and main part of the brain is the cerebrum. So all of you remember this line. The largest part is the cerebrum. It has many grooves and folds on its surface. It is the part that controls our ability to think, learn, decide, remember, dream and feel. So all these functions we are doing are controlled by our body. So what are the things? We can think, learn, decide or take decision, remember things, dream and feel. All are controlled by our brain. It also receives and interprets information from our sense organ. So it receives the information that are sent by our sense organ, eyes, nose, etc. For example, we are seeing a beautiful movie. So this sense is sent by our sense organ, eyes and ears. So we are watching movies. So this is this information is sent to the brain, and brain brain interprets to understand these movies or about the music or something else. Okay, so all of you remember, the sense organ send only the information and the brain recognize it, what is it. Okay, then it also receives and interprets information from our sense organ. The cerebellum is an egg-shaped structure which lies below the cerebrum. This is not important, the shape. Okay, so all of you remember just this line, the largest and main part of the brain. Then what are the three parts of the brain? Okay, cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. Then the spinal cord. This is important. Spinal cord. The spinal cord is a long piece of nerve tissue that runs from the brain to the lower end of the backbone. Okay, spinal cord connects whole of the body. Okay, this is the long piece of nerve tissue that runs from brain to the lower end of the backbone. Okay, then it is protected by the vertebra of the vertebral column. So all of you remember, it is protected by the vertebra. Spinal cord carries messages back and forth between the brain and rest of the body. So this is the medium between the brain and the body. The nerves in the spinal cord carry these messages to and from brain. So nerves is the connector between the body and the brain. So nerves carries the information from surrounding to the brain, then again brain to the sense organ or our body. Okay, then next paragraph. Nerves are long thread-like structure that carry messages between the brain and other parts of the body. All the parts of nervous system contain certain cell called nerve cell or neuron. So neuron is the structural unit. This is the nerve cell or neuron. So neuron is the structural unit of the nervous system. Remember this. Each nerve cell has a cell body. Okay, so nerve cell, all of see in the next page, there is a nerve cell. So this is the nerve cell or neuron. All of you have to draw this and send me the photos and identify the various parts. Cell body, nucleus. The center of the body or cell is called nucleus. All of you remember this. And cell body, axon terminal, then Schwann cell and myelin sheath. All of you identify these parts and draw this nerve cell clearly and neatly. Then okay, then types of nerves. This diagram is very important. Please draw, all of you. Okay, draw this diagram. Then types of nerves. Sensory nerve and a motor nerve. Sensory, and this is sensory nerve and a motor nerve. Okay, then sensory nerves carries signals from the sense organ to the spinal cord. This is reverse. Sensory and motor both are reverse. The sensory nerve and motor nerve. So what does the sensory nerve do? It signal from the sense organ to the spinal cord and the brain. Okay, so this transfer or receives the signal from sense organ to the brain, and motor nerve carries messages from brain to spinal cord. This is a reverse of each other. Okay, sensory nerve carries signal from sense organ to brain, and motor nerves carries signal from brain to sense organ. Okay. Then connecting nerves passes the messages between sensory nerve cell and motor nerve cell. This is the connecting nerves which connect the two nerves is called connective nerves. Okay, next come to the topic reflex sections. I hope all of you have understood clearly about the nerves, types of nerves, and the brain. Okay, the nervous system, brain, and types of nerves. These are the parts of the nervous system: brain, spinal cord, and the nerve. Okay. Then reflex action. Reflex action means some actions are automatic. What happens when we touch a very hot cup? So some functions are automatically done by us, for which is not needed any order from the brain or instruction from the brain. For example, when a mosquito cuts, then we automatically kill the mosquito immediately. And if a hot cup we touch, then we remove the hand automatically within a second. Okay, so this within a second what we do is our reflex action. That means in between 1 second or within a millisecond, the brain cannot send the instruction to us. Okay, when we touch the hot cup, then we don't think anything. So what we do, isn't it? So we immediately remove our hands from the hot cup or hot tea. So this is called the reflex action. That means the action that is done without the instruction of brain. Okay, that is done immediately. Okay, for example, I have given the touching of hot cup, cutting of mosquito, etc. are called the reflex action. So let's see in the book. When what happened immediately, we immediately remove our hand without even thinking. Such actions that happen automatically without our thinking are called reflex action. Okay, remember this definition. What is reflex action? I will give it all of you. First of all, read this. Then come to the next paragraph. Reflex action are controlled by the spinal cord. When we touch a hot object, the sensory nerve conveys the signal of the high temperature to the spinal cord. So when we touch, then sense organ, by which skin, by skin we can feel the hotness or temperature of the object. Then this message carries to the spinal cord, and the spine we show our action or reflection by by the sensory or motor nerve. Okay, then blinking of eyes and removing the foot when you step on a sharp object or accidentally are other examples of reflection. So all of you remember this example, what is reflex action, and give 2 example. Okay, understood about reflex action? So I am repeating again. The action that happens automatically without our thinking are called reflex action. For example, blinking of eyes and removing the foot when you step on a sharp object accidentally are the example. Okay, understood? So come to the next page. The sense organ. So all of you learned about the sense organ. There are 5 sense organs: the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, our sense organ. So for this, first of all, eyes. All of you, this is for your homework. All of you read about this sense organ and care for the sense organ, and draw this structure of eyes and identify the various parts. All of you note down the homework I am giving. So please do your homework and send me the photos. So first homework was drawing the nerve cell. Second one, structure of an eye. You draw it and identify the parts. Then write the care for the sense organs. So different sense organs have different cares we have to take in. So write this cares for the eyes, ears, nose, etc. Differently. All of you write in your copy. Okay. So it's your today's class. I hope all of you have understood clearly. Please do your homework and send me. Thank you. Have a good day.